Izzy. Hi, Izzy. You want to say hi to the people? Hi. Hi. If you see me talking to somebody off screen, it's either her or Tucker. You guys have seen Tucker, but hi, Izzy. Okay, go ahead. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing another book review, and this review is on the book. I have no idea what that was, but it is on Remembrance by Meg Cabot, which is the 7th book in the Mediator series. I have them all right here, as you can see. Books 1, 2, 3 through 6, and this one is a novella that comes after this one but before this one. So there's 6 books and 1 novella. This is book 7, and it's one of my all-time favorite series. So I was so excited that after all this time, the author, she's right here, came out with this book back in 2016. I'm pretty sure it came out. So yeah, I'm like reading this, but also excited to read this. The Mediator series is about a teenage girl who she's kind of normal, average girl, but she has the ability to see and talk to ghosts, spirits, and she helps them move on. Sometimes kick a little butt, but it's still a really good series. So it's about that, and what else do you do? She falls in love with the ghost that's haunting her new bedroom, because her mother moves her from New York to California when she remarries, so she gets a stepfather and 3 stepbrothers, and it's all about that, and she falls in love with the ghost that's haunting her bedroom, and that's one of my favorite parts about the series, but I also love the story and everything. So yeah, that's the whole series. And then this book, it's so many years after the end of this book, 6, 7, I think it might be 7 years or 6. I'm not sure. So I'm not sure how many years after this book this one is. So, and this one is actually considered an adult book. The rest are YA, but this one is adult. Pretty sure I got that right. So now I'm going to read the summary for this book. So if you have not read the whole series, you can stop the video now, go read them, and then come back. Okay? Now, if you're still here, then I assume you've read the whole entire series, or you just don't care about being spoiled. So I'm going to read the summary to this book now, just to give you an idea of what it's about. And the jacket here says, you can take the boy out of the darkness, but you can't take the darkness out of the boy. All Susanna Simon wants is to make a good impression at her first job since graduating from college, and since becoming engaged to Dr. Jesse De Silva. But when she's hired as a guidance counselor at her alma mater, she stumbles across a decade-old murder, and soon ancient history isn't all that comes back to haunt her. Old ghosts, as well as new ones, are coming out of the woodwork, some to test her, some to vex her, and it isn't only because she's a mediator gifted with second sight. What happens when old ghosts come back to haunt you? If you're a mediator, you might have to kick a little ass. From a sophomore haunted by the murderous specter of a child to ghosts of a very different kind, including Paul Slater, Suze's ex, who shows up to make a bargain Suze is certain must have come from the devil himself. Suze isn't sure she'll make it through the semester, let alone to her wedding night. Suze is used to striking first and asking questions later, but what happens when ghosts from her past, including one she found nearly impossible to resist, strike first. So yeah, that was summary to this book, and I absolutely love this book. It was another great read like the rest of the series, and I loved every minute of it. In fact, I did not want it to end because it's one of my favorite books, and it's one of my favorite series because, yeah, this is probably one of the first YA series that I've read, and definitely the first, yeah, it's the first supernatural YA series because there's a children's supernatural book that I don't, but it's the first YA. Ignore my ramblings. It's my first YA supernatural series I read, and probably the first YA series I read a long time ago. Like, I'm pretty sure I read the series back in middle school. Yeah, so that was a long time. So that was a long time ago that I've loved this series, and then this book came out, and I was so excited. So yeah. I would give this book a 5 out of 5 stars just because it's my favorite series. I found nothing wrong with it. I loved it. It was suspenseful, it was romantic, it was actiony, and it was just an overall great read. I got through it fast, but kind of slow because I didn't want to, I had it and then it left my head. But I got through it fast, but I also took my time because I didn't want to just rush through this book because it's my favorite. So yeah, if you have not read this book, I'm going to stop this section here because I don't want to spoil you, and I do want to spoil. So yeah, if you have not read this book yet, go out and read it because I highly recommend it. It was awesome and I loved it. So yeah. Goodbye to those who have not read this and do not want spoilers. So, and then you can come back and see what I have to say some more. So yeah. Okay. Now, if you guys are still here and still watching, then I assume you've read this book, or you don't care about being spoiled, which is all the same. Well, it's all great. So yeah. Of course, first thing I gotta say, what I loved about this book was all Sue's and Jesse moments. Oh. If you guys have watched the reading vlog I did on this book, then you will notice a lot of fangirling moments in there. So yeah, I loved it. I loved coming back to it, and so all those Sue's and Jesse romantic little moments just made me squeal, and it probably made me look a little bit crazy if you watched that video, which will be up before this. So if you have not checked out that video, go check it out. It should be up before this one. And yeah, I loved all that. But then when Paul immediately came back, I was just like, ah! And then he brought up all about the house and stuff, and I was just like, do you want me to hate you? Because I don't think yeah, let's see. With Paul, I go back and forth. I hate him. I start to maybe not hate him as much, and then I hate him some more. So I kind of got to go back and forth. So when this book started, I was like, he's annoying. Why is he coming back? I don't like him, but I don't hate him. But then, what he does towards the end of the book, just Jesse and getting him arrested. I was like, okay, now I really, really hate you, and even though Jesse got arrested for it, I was kind of glad that he punched him, just saying, because he actually really did deserve it at that point, and yeah, so, let's see, what else can I say? Yeah, for the little ghost girl, Lucia, I did feel bad for her, and I'm glad that she did get the justice, and she was able to move on. And for Becca too, like, uh-oh, excuse you, Tucker, I was doing a video here. He didn't even look at it. Yeah, you walked through the video. Are you gonna come over here? Anyways, so I was really satisfied with how this book wrapped up. Everything that went down, it was awesome. And I absolutely loved the ending when they got married. And then they made love first and then they got married. Oh my god. Probably the last chapter or two. Yeah, probably the last two chapters. I'm not sure if it was three, but I think it was at least the last two chapters. Oh my god. I was just like so happy and I was just smiling and I was like just like squealing. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's in the reading vlog, so you guys can see that all for yourself. But yeah, I love this book so much and I'm sad to be leaving this series. It's the last one. I would love more. I would totally love more because yeah, and everything just left off so perfectly. Everybody was in a good place. Everybody was starting new things, new adventures, but it was like in a satisfying way. So if that even made sense. So yeah, there's nothing really that I disliked about the book. Just different things that happened that I was not happy about, but I don't. It doesn't make me hate the book or like it any less. It just makes the stuff that if scenes or stuff that happens in a book doesn't have to necessarily make you hate the book. It just makes that book an even more better book because if it's making you feel all different kinds of emotions, then that's wonderful. And if you don't want a book that just makes you happy all the time, it just makes you sad or mad. But if it makes you feel a range of emotions, that's what makes a great book. And that's what this book is. And so yeah, I don't really hate anything about this book. I couldn't hate anything about it. So unless it was to end, I don't know, with Susan and Jesse not being together anymore, that would make me not like this book. But that didn't happen, and I just, yeah. Wonderful book and a wonderful series. If you guys have not read these, you need to because, yeah. 5 out of 5 stars. I had no complaints. Absolutely none. I just thoroughly enjoyed reading this book. And I think that's it. I think that's all I can say for it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a big thumbs up if you liked it. Comment down below if you've read the series, which one's your favorite book? I'd probably have to go with this one, probably most because I just finished it and I loved everything that in it. But I love the novella and I love this one. But I love the whole series. So which one? If you've read the series, which one's your favorite book? And if you have not read the series, let me know if I've made you curious enough to pick the series up. And lastly, if you've not subscribed, please do. And I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye!